Okay, in today's video, I want to talk to you about your property again. Now, do not ever gift your property to your children during your lifetime as a straightforward gift. I spoke to a chap about 2 weeks ago who conveyed the ownership of his property to his son 10 years ago, expecting that the value of that property now was outside of his estate for inheritance tax purposes and that it would never be used ultimately to pay for care fees. The problem was that he continued to live in the property, so he retained a benefit from that gift that he made, which meant that the value of the property never left his estate. The value still sits within his estate because it's classed as a failed gift because he retained a benefit. Now, there are a couple of ways that if you're going to look to transfer property to your children, ideally you want to try and transfer it on death. So once you've passed away, the asset then passes over to them. But what we need to make sure is that the asset is protected during your lifetime. 2 ways to do that. First of all is to sever the tenancy. So if you own a property with somebody else, we want you to be owning that property tenants in common so that you each own an individual share each. So when the first of you passes away, half of the value at that point enters into trust and is then fully protected for any beneficiaries there are. On second death, obviously, the other half goes into trust. But what this also means is that once one person has passed away, if the survivor now goes into care, they can't come back and make you forcibly sell the property now because the survivor only owns half a house, not the whole thing. So the house is protected with this scenario. Second scenario is to go one step further. So if you own a property solely, for instance, or one of you's already passed away and you own the whole thing 100%, then the likely thing is, or the best thing you can potentially do, is put the property today, lifetime planning this is, into trust. So it goes into trust now during your lifetime. So the property is then owned by the trust, not by any individuals. Again, completely protected against care fees and such like. Still sits within your estate though for inheritance tax purposes by putting the property into trust during your lifetime because you're still deriving a benefit. But if you're looking to put your property or gift your property as it were to your children during your lifetime, do not do it. Think of the 2 scenarios first. Hope you found that interesting. If you need anything from me, obviously email me the address above and I look forward to speaking to you on the next one.